Look at that, 3 electric cars sitting in my driveway. How crazy is that? This one is the oldest, it's like 10 years old. Well, 67 years old, but 10 years old. It's electric. That one is 4 years old, 5 years old, and this one is brand new. Since the Rivian tent didn't ship with the vehicle, I ordered a third-party tent. But I think we need the rails, and those are, I think they're custom to Rivian, so I couldn't use any third party. So I ordered them after the truck, and luckily they were in stock, and they shipped, and they came in like a matter of 2 days. So I got pretty lucky there, I think. This right here is a $500 accessory. Is that overpriced? I don't know. Depends how you look at it. It's just 2 pieces of aluminum, right, for $500, but it's a custom piece of aluminum, engineered probably by the people at Rivian. It's supposed to be really easy to install. Let's test it out. So if you look at it that way, no, this is probably not $250 each for a highly engineered piece of metal and stuff. Yeah, probably not overpriced. All right, so the way you mount them, you just put them in there, and then you lift this guy. Wait a minute, that's it? Well, that's kind of weird. Oh no, when you push this, it locks. Oh, I see. So when you do this, then, okay, that's it. You have to push the little button there, and then it, okay, so they're easy to install. Should be pretty sturdy. And just like that, now you have racks, accessory racks, so you could put stuff in here. A bike, tent, all kinds of things. Skis, all kinds of stuff, right? And it has this little thing here that I'm gonna have to figure out what to put in there to attach. I don't know if this is standard. It's like a dovetail thing here where you stick it on there. Yeah. All right, so I'm testing to see if the EcoFlow Pro will charge the Rivian and see how many miles it will add on a single charge. This is 3.5 kilowatts. So it's 100% charge, right? So it'll charge for like an hour. Let's see how many miles we can put back in there. So the question here is if only Rivian's 11 kilowatt charger, it's supported, right? I have a charger that's capable of 50 amps plugged into the truck right now, but it's not the Rivian one, so it doesn't let me go above 40 amps, right? Like you can't do it in here. So the question is, will third-party 48 or 50 amp chargers be able to use it, or only Rivians? Now for size, I'd say it is between a Tacoma and an F-150, right in between there. Here's a size comparison to a Toyota, a mini, small size Toyota. Here it's next to an F-250, so it's much, much smaller than a full-size truck. Here's how it compares to a Toyota Tacoma with the lift kit, right? You have a lift kit? Lift kit, yeah. So I would say it's about the same size. There's some dimensions that are a little bit smaller, but overall they have about the same stance. The charging port, it's open by pressing this little button here. One of the things that I want to test out is to see if you could use the Tesla charging, the mobile Tesla charger, to charge that using an adapter, sort of like this Tesla Tap Mini, right? Which converts the Tesla plug into a regular NEMA J1772, right? So let's test that right now. Okay, so we just connected it, and it seems to be charging because the green light is turning on. So let's see how much we can set this up to. 7 kilowatts. It tops out at 7 kilowatts, 34 amps. You cannot go higher than 34 amps. You can only go lower than 34. And that's a feature that lets you just not trip the breaker just in case you don't know where you're plugging in, right? So there we go. All right, so 9 a.m. and the tent is here, which means that we're gonna attempt to put this tent up there. Let's see how big of a mess, how hard that's gonna be. All right, so here we go. Whoa, that's long. Dude, it's gonna stick out a lot from the back of the truck. So yeah, this tent is the wrong shape. It's too long. And you can't put it this way because it's too long either way. Unless we put it on the roof, but on the roof is like way up there. It'll eat a lot of range. So unfortunately the tent did not work. This size that I got does not fit in that truck. And I ordered this because this is the only one that would arrive in time for this trip, right? So I could have gotten the one that mimics the same size as the one that Rivian includes, or is going to include as an accessory, but that would have arrived sometime next week. So for this trip this weekend, it wouldn't have been here on time. So yeah, don't get this one. This one does not fit. Right, time to weigh this vehicle. Let's verify, see how much it weighs. Oh, empty. All right, so it's sitting now on our scales here, our 4 scales. Let's see what the numbers come in. So this car is pretty even, 25% on each axle there. Oh, this one turned out for some reason. But there it is. 24.8%, 25, 24.9, 25%. Yeah. So I would lift this all the way up and take a look at the underside of it, but I don't trust that cheap Chinese lift, right? I think it's got 9,000 pound limit, and this is like 7,000 pounds. Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, I installed that, so a wise man will second guess himself. So there's nothing interesting over there. It's all cover anyways with a bunch of panels, and I don't want to take them off. So yeah, for now, that's about it. I just lift it up so we can weigh it, and then yeah, let's take a look at the rest of this truck. Oh my God. This is 46 kilowatt hours of scooter batteries. They're all connected in parallel, so it's 36 volts, and that's gonna charge our Rivian. And I shrink wrap it so it doesn't move around. I think it's just high enough to clear cover on the Rivian, so I think we'll be fine. 4,000 cells right there, 18650s. All right, we're trying to load this battery into the truck there, but it's hard because of the forklift there.
It's cold. We're hungry. I gotta pee.
All right, here's our first stop. So here we go. This is our first charge with the Electrify America network CCS combo. It's supposed to be a 350 kilowatt charging station, but we shall see how fast it goes. But these stations here shows us being close, but they are not close. Even though the store here is close. Do you know what's close is the store, not the chargers. This is great.
I just noticed it's all glass on top.
143 kilowatts.
I'm like, oh.
Ends in 1 hour. 1 hour.
You're like, oh, okay. I thought you.
Now I'm thinking that there has already been a Rivian and this charging point, because that is clearly the Rivian logo. And it's already there. Someone made it, and it's right here, right next to the stations that you can use to charge your Rivian. Here's our Rivian. We just got it, and we're charging here for the very first time on a public charge station. More. Okay. So this being our first time charging, I didn't realize that those are 150 kilowatts, but the 350 kilowatts are over here. So let's plug it into the 351. All right, so never mind. The 150 kilowatt stations serve 150, and the 350 kilowatt stations serve 150. So they're kind of the same thing. Oh, wait a minute. There's some Tesla power walls over there, but it's not Tesla chargers here, so they're just using Tesla power packs. It's basically Tesla batteries and an inverter to serve as a buffer, because these can serve quite a bit of energy. So I guess Electrify America is using Tesla equipment. No, the Salton Sea was man-made. So we're gonna
Close to your home.
We're gonna make some miles here.
Coast 103.5. I saw a small desert. You can also have. You're still figuring out the braking, right? Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that's why it's called rainbow something. It's called rainbow because of the red rainbows.
Okay, so we came through the 190, and then we are staying here. So we went up this mountain, and now we're over there. And then we can go as far as over here. Then we have to come up this mountain. Hopefully we make it. Air conditioned, electric car, yeah. So here what you're seeing is a Rivian that is charging itself. So there's a battery in the back charging it while we're exploring Death Valley. What is this? There's a road up here? Cars in the middle of nowhere. What are these guys doing here? Crazy people. These are crazy people. All right, so at the end of the first day, this half-baked idea ends in kind of a failure, but kind of success, because we were able to find some charging that will do full, 7 kilowatt. So this will be charged tomorrow morning when we get up. But our own onboard battery charging thing failed because I didn't account for one thing, which is the displays is as hot as hell. And so as a result, after about 45 minutes of running these inverters in there, they cooked and they fried. Yeah, over 100 degree temperature here in Death Valley. And you know, the coolant that this have with those little fans, that was no match for today's heat. And so after we came back, yeah, these things were frying. They were like, you know, smoke starting to come out of it or whatever. So then I turn it on. It didn't completely melt it down, but those things are done. They're toast. And so I kind of disconnected the whole thing. I don't want to even connect it because I don't want to risk it. But there we go. We were only able to get about 40 minutes of charge. Had we set this up tonight, like during the night, it would have been fine, I think, because the temperature goes down here. And so it would have been enough cooling. But no, we have to rethink this. No, thank you. We'll just take our thing. All right, so this is the second fast station that we got here, and the 350 one doesn't work. The 175 one only served 35. The one in the other 150 didn't work, and the 50, it's actually delivering 50 kilowatt. We didn't try the other two to see if they would actually serve, or that one, or some other 150 or something. But that's the problem with these non-Tesla, you know, just public stations that are owned by all kinds of other people, right? Sometimes they don't work, and that's what we're finding out here. There's a lot of communication issues. The last one, we've only been to 2 of these, and we found non-working stations. That's bad. That's 2, you know, that's 2 out of 2 that have bad equipment. And in fact, the one that we were there this morning or yesterday, there was a guy there fixing the one that wasn't working, right? So there we go. But at least this one has solar panels, so that at least it'll help somewhat the charging. And there we go. Okay, so we're only going to be here for about an hour, and then that should be enough to get us home. So here's another thing. We're inside the car charging, and then we look down and it says stop by the station. So for some reason, when it got at 75% of the battery, this thing stops, it quits. So if we were to walk away and then come back, then you would realize that you are not fully charged. So these things are so problematic. These things got a long way to go to even meet where Tesla is at. And Tesla's chargers are not perfect, but these things are just so far behind, unfortunately. And that means that all Rivian owners are, well, they're gonna have to struggle with this growing pains of this charging infrastructure. That sucks. All right, we found the fork on the road. No, it's a T on the road, right? All right, we're going off-roading. Hi, on soft. I want the soft one. Doesn't rattle our brains.
No brain rattle here.
So we really want to kill this car, right? Like the day one, right?
She wants to record it flying off the
Why wait to kill it?
You know,
it's
if
just...
I've done this in a Nissan Altima, I can do this in my pickup truck.
We did do it on Nissan Altima.
I had an Altima too that
In Mexico.
No, it was a Sentra. Oh.
We did it on Mexican roads too. This road is way better than those roads.
Oh yeah, the Mexican road we had some guy follow us was like this in the middle of the night. Like the red light, it's great.
Okay, lava tubes. We survived our first off-road to the lava tube. Lava tube. It's kind of small. I'm taking a picture of this sticker right here. Lava tube trail. Okay, so it's blinking, but it's not to the lowest setting, so I guess we could take this road. But that brake light is still on, so we don't know if it's...
The air compressor one turned off, but the brake light's still on.
Yeah. Oh, look, and it stopped blinking now.
Maybe it was a glitch.
So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe all that rattled. But is this a...
But isn't it intended to go off-road?
Yes, this is an off-roading truck supposedly, so it's not supposed to brake on the first little... And by the way, this is not even off-road, like... Well, it is off-road, but it's light off-road. So within the first 2 days of owning a CCS combo car and charging in different stations, right? You come to realize that Electrify America is the one that has the best ones. They have the fastest ones, 350 kilowatt. Now we haven't gone 350 kilowatt yet, but at least they make them. And they have, like in this case, there's a bunch of them, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, and then 2 more over there. EVgo, they have 150, 175, but they didn't work. ChargePoint has a bunch of 50 kilowatts. So there we go. Before today, EVgo, ChargePoint, Electrify America, all these networks meant nothing to me. I couldn't tell them apart. I didn't know what the difference was, but very quickly now that we're using them, seems like Electrify America. And here's the crazy thing. I'm a BW fan, right? I drive a BW on a daily basis, and Volkswagen is putting the money to put these because that's their, that's what they had to do after the Dieselgate thing, right? So this is money that the infrastructure is getting put in. I guess because it's about $2 billion, I think, from the last time I remember. I could be wrong, but from what I can recall, they're investing in all this, and this is cool. This is a lot of money. These stations cost a lot of money. All the work that goes on here or whatever, and then usually those are a bunch of chargers and then Tesla batteries over there and all this other stuff. So yeah, a lot of money. This is big bucks here. Yes, after 10 minutes of trying to set up a charging thing and get into the thing. Yeah, this is like complicated. These people have not gotten it yet. Why is it that you have to know which station? Like, why can't it just read the station that you're inputting the thing and the
charge?
But like you're using that station, right, to communicate with it, and like, so your account is in your phone. Yeah, like shouldn't it tell like, oh, this account is on this station?
Yeah, now it's
timed out once again, so let's unplug. We're plugging and unplugging until it works out here. Okay, so let it reset. Okay, so now it's ready. Let's try it again. Here we go. Then it's gonna do the thing there. Oh, it works. It only took 3-4 tries. But there it is. Yeah, it's more complicated than it needs to be, definitely. This is after using Tesla's network. You're like, you don't realize how good it is. It's not perfect, but it's so much easier than this whole setup here. All right, so 20 minutes in this Electrify America charger, 350 kilowatt. It only did about 100 miles, which is about 40 miles short of what Rivian has said that you can get on a typical 20-minute charge. So I don't know. It's got to be the car, the Rivian, and not those stations. But I don't know. Both of these are so new. It seems like that's what it's happening. So that's it. We have enough to stop this. You just press there. 78%. It starts tapering down anyways. Let's get out of here. Let's get home. Let's go home. Woo! Let's see, do it.
Right now I push
Do it again.
That's me just trying to go in reverse. I barely accelerate.
Do it again. Again. So it sounds like air, like. Although inside it sounds like a thump, like something is hitting, right?
Now it went thump and then made that sound.
Let's see, do it again. Let's see, apply the brake like hard. Like move it, like make it move and then apply it hard. So it does brake.
Eventually.
What do you mean? So where does your foot go?
I gotta go all the way to the floor.
Oh, it won't let me do it. It won't let you move the car. Let me see. Apply the brake. Oh yeah, that's super low. Yeah, there's something up with the brake.
But that's only.
All right, so the thing still there says there's a brake issue because it's got a red thing that says brake. And let me see, apply the brake. Do it again. So yeah, it sounds louder, but then when you're moving, let's see. Oh yeah, it sounds like it's loose or something. Let me go outside and then record it from the outside. What it seems to be happening is the actual, there it is, it's applying it. It's the hold, so it's the mechanical hold once you come to a complete stop. So regen brakes seem to be working fine, but it's just the actual mechanical brakes when they get applied. And what's happening is that the pedal is really low, either because it's like missing fluid or it's got air in the lines or something. So that's why it's making that noise. But it is a problem because now it looks like our mechanical brakes are failing. And the only reason why we can keep driving this car is because this thing doesn't need the mechanical brakes that much. Like here, this is applying it, and there's the noise.